right after the earthquake, actually there's a huge need of psychosocial and mental health services to the people, especially affected by the earthquake in 14 districts of Nepal. The 14 districts that has been declared by Ministry of Home as severely affected districts. Yeah. So and then we have also done one study together with the International Medical Corps in 3 severely affected districts. It's like Sindhupalchok, Kathmandu Valley, and in Gorkha, where we found the psychosocial problems and mental health problems are relatively higher in those districts comparing to the normal situation. So it means around 30% people have some sort of the mental health and psychosocial problems. So that's the situation. In general, also in Nepal, I think there are a lot of issues, social issues. There are a lot of the political crisis going on. The country has just come up with 10 years armed conflict. We have a lot of the social issues, discriminations, caste, gender discriminations are there. So due to all these socio-economic political factors, the situation of mental health and psychosocial is already it's pre-existence in the community. After the earthquake, it was increased dramatically in the field, in the community. I mean, TPO we established in 2005, and our main aim is to promote the mental health and psychosocial in Nepal. This is one of the neglected area, like in other low and middle income countries. We have very limited human resources. We have very few financial resources has been allocated for mental health, not only from the government side, but also from the donor side. So in terms of these situations, we established in 2005, and at that time there was an armed conflict in the country. So actually we focus on the children and the families affected by armed conflict, and we started providing services in highly affected districts at that time. Gradually in 2007 and 2008, we expanded our work because the psychosocial and mental health problems is not associated with armed conflict, because it also has a lot of linkage with social problems, as I just mentioned before. So, in that circumstances, we started working with the survivors of gender-based violence. We also started providing psychosocial services for the children affected by HIV/AIDS. We also started working with the refugee population, especially from the Bhutan. In 1990s, more than 100,000 people came in Nepal as a refugee from Bhutan, and they were in the camps at the time. And the UNHCR and government of Nepal were the dialogue for the resettlement of those refugees in third countries. So there was also some dynamics changes in the camps. So we started working with the refugee population in the camps. Also in the Kathmandu Valley, there are some other refugees coming from Pakistan, Afghanistan, Myanmar, Sri Lanka. We are also working with them. And we also started working with the trafficking survivors. And in 2009, there was a huge flood in Nepal, and we started working in post-disaster setting as well. So, in this way, we expanded our work. And then in 2010 and 11, we thought it's really important to work in the collaboration with government, because if we only work as a project, then it will complete and then we have to come back anyway. And then what is the issue of sustainability, and what is the